Hi, so part two. I had to move inside because my phone overheated while I was filming. So part two, where we last left off, I was discussing I'd just been diagnosed with a hiatal hernia. And I wondered if it was partially my own fault. And I will explain, I've not always had the most positive interactions with food. Very early in my life, I had a very toxic relationship with food. Being a plus size person, and for myself, I was a plus size child. And as you know, children can be quite horrific, as can some adults, even though a child is a child. For many of us who have been lifelong plus size, we have inadvertently had someone say one of a few things. Either, oh, you're so beautiful, but only if you'd lose all that weight. Or, if you didn't eat so much, you probably wouldn't gain that much weight. Maybe you exercise more, you'll lose a lot more weight. These things, though said to be, from their perspective, helpful, in fact, probably did more harm than good. I did things that most people would not associate a much larger person for doing. One of which is that I would force myself to vomit after meals. It was because there was so much, or at least I felt there was so much focusing on my weight. There were times when I would eat, and then I would go to, if we were out in public, the ladies' restroom, or if we were at home, the bathroom, and force myself to vomit the food back up. I still struggle with this. In fact, I had one of the struggle days yesterday. I had gone to see my father earlier in the day, and I had kind of a stressful week. But I wasn't really feeling hungry, even though I hadn't eaten. And I was like, no, I've got to eat something to keep my body going, if at the very least. So after I went to see my father yesterday, I went and got lunch. And it was a good lunch. But, you know, it was good, but immediately I felt like, oh, I need to get it out, you know. It's like, I wanted to, unfortunately, try to vomit it back up. But I was like, no, gotta hold it down, you know. This is just my angst kicking in and activating this, you know, old reflex, which, again, like I said, re-triggers from time to time. And, you know, I finally got to a point in my life where I wouldn't do that, you know. I wouldn't eat a whole lot, but I would eat to the point where I was sated, and then just, you know, I'll be fine. But once and again, from time to time, I do still experience this, like, this related stress to those times have gone by that will kick me into wanting to do that toxic behavior. I wasn't the only one in my family who struggled with this. My younger brother, he also struggled with it. Between the two of us and the siblings, we both very early on distributed our weight. You know, our weight was on full display. And my brother, through his own hard work and determination, got his weight down and has been able to keep it off. I, on the other hand, and because I guess women have a far harder time dealing with this, I can eat a proper diet. I mean, the whole dairy group is off limits for me anyway because I'm lactose intolerant, but there's other stuff in the dairy that doesn't jive with my body. And So that's one thing I don't really have to struggle with, but um it's just, you know, everyone has struggle days. But I kind of felt like that could be a portion as to why I might have a hiatal hernia. It could also be due to I think in the literature it says it could be possible due to a birth defect where I guess the hole is large enough to allow for the stomach, portion of the stomach to pop up through. So, I don't know. In any case, yeah, I just thought I'd kind of update everybody on my health and things. I'm trying to manage my stress, and sometimes I do get quite overwhelmed. I don't try to, but let things get to me. But everyone has their days. So if you're someone who's struggling with these types of things, or even your own version of these things, you're not alone. And there's days when I completely feel like crying, and yesterday was one. Today is kind of another one. But I'm trying to take things as easily as I can, and it's just a day-to-day thing. So, again, I hope you all enjoyed the little videos that I sent out last night. The little, photo things with the filters and such. They're kind of fun. But for anyone who's really wondering, I do not wear makeup as a rule. I don't have any makeup in the house. I don't even know how to apply it. What I do have is skin maintenance things. So, like, I have skin serums. I have day cream, night cream. These types of things to keep your skin up. I have thought about using makeup in the past, and I did used to buy makeup from time to time, but truthfully, it just sat. It's just taking up space. Because I just don't. It's like a lot. It's already too much effort to do the hair in the morning, But to have makeup. Although I do like to try and play around from time to time, like come around Halloween and such, but we're all different. I'll tell you now, you don't need any makeup to enhance your natural beauty. We're all beautiful. For guys, you're all handsome. It's just we've been kind of mind-bended in society to believe the opposite. So, but everyone is beautiful in their own way. We might think otherwise, but it is true. We're all beautiful in our own little way. Alright, so that's my update for the day. This is update part 2. If you came across this first, update part 1 is out there, okay? Alright. Bye.